All right, folks, I wanted to just give you a little bit of a behind the scenes look about how I make my videos in case you wanted to make a video that was similar. So I'm doing kind of a meta thing where I'm going to record my entire screen and then I'm going to show you the process that I go through to make a screen recording. And the way that I do my recordings most of the time is actually through Zoom, because Zoom is a nice way to capture a couple inputs at once. What I usually do is I just start a new meeting or I go into my own personal meeting room. Um, and then I join with my computer audio so that I can have my sound on Zoom. And then I will find my slides that I want to talk about. So, for example, I've made these slides in Keynote, and I'm gonna share my screen so that I can have the slides and my picture at the same time. I've noticed that using the widescreen format is better for getting a nice video. Sometimes I can manage to get like a little picture in picture of myself in the corner, or worst case scenario, I'll just be off to the side, but still most of the screen real estate will be taken up with the slides, which is what I want. So just to give you an idea of what that looks like, here is a piece of the recording that I took while I was doing the production of this video. So you can see how my whole screen is taken up by my slides, but then I have the little picture-in-picture in the corner. So if you are making a slideshow, usually you have this option between widescreen format, which is the 16 by 9, and the standard format, which is the 4 by 3. So I found that the 16 by 9 is better for me. So I'll go to Zoom and I'll click share screen and I'll pick my Keynote screen and say share. And I get the green box around it that shows me which window is being shared, but I don't want to see the whole Keynote interface in my final video. So I'm going to click play to get the full screen view. I usually move my little preview of my own video to the middle of the screen because it's kind of distracting, and then if my eye gets drawn to it, it's more looking right at the camera, which looks more natural than if I'm looking off to the side. And the moving the video actually won't change what it looks like in the final recording. It'll always be over in that top corner. I haven't found a way to change that. So just as a reminder, this is what the finished product of the video looks like. So I've got my video in the picture-in-picture. It has my name superimposed over it, but you can't see any of the Zoom controls. So once I have everything set up the way that I want, then I want to start recording. So I need to kind of like go up here and find the controls. It's under ... more, and then you can choose whether you want to record on this computer or record to the cloud. So I usually record on my own computer because I do some video processing afterward, but the easiest way to share it, like with people in class, is to record to the cloud. So you can choose that option. And then you can just start doing your presentation and going through your slides, whatever it is that you want to talk about. And when you're finished, you would go back up to this ... and those controls won't show in the recording, and stop recording. And it says you'll get an email notification when it's done. So then I can stop doing the screen share, I can escape out of my Keynote, and I can get back to my Zoom and I can end the meeting. And then it'll take some time to process, but I'll get an email when my video is ready to go. Like I said, I usually do some editing after the fact in iMovie, but for a class video, I wouldn't expect you to do that. So you would just try and be as professional as possible after you start the recording and then at the end as you're turning it off, and that wouldn't count toward the time of your talk.